Hello, everybody. We are so excited that you are here for day one of your training, and we wanted to be here to welcome you to Team Grit and Glamour. So my name is Nicole Wagner.
And I'm Beth Moyer.
And we are the ones who started this page in February of 2016, and our team has grown tremendously over that time. So first of all, we are just so excited that you have made this decision, and we just want to let you know that you have 150% made the right decision. This has both been the smartest business decision and honestly smartest life decision we have ever made. So we're really, really, really excited for you. But before you get to stare at our faces and listen to us for the next 10 days every day, we figured we should probably tell you who we are. Because if this is 2017 or 2018 or 2019, you might not actually know us personally. You might be really deep in our downline. But regardless, we're so excited that you're here. We're excited to train you and to coach you because we really just want you to be successful. So Beth's going to start with her story because she signed up before me, and then I will tell you mine really quick.
Sure. So again, I'm Beth Moyer. I have been with Rodan and Fields now for about 2.5 years at this point. It's 2017. So in case this is, far off in the distant future, now I basically started in October of 2015. So I
14. I was 15.
Sorry, 14. Geez, I should probably know that. Okay, so I am a former financial analyst with Nike. I worked there for 6 years. Prior to that, I worked for GlaxoSmithKline. So I've been in the financial capacity, accounting capacity for about 20 years now. I recently just stepped away from that and have left corporate America to do Rodan and Fields. It has been that big of a deal for me and that much of a life-changing decision. So what started is I just loved the products, fell in love with it, jumped in, slowly but surely grew out a team, and it's turned into what it has, where it's allowed me to leave corporate America. I'll be home with my 2 girls and basically building out a business to try and help empower women. So that's a little bit about me.
Yeah, awesome. So I actually met Beth in August of 2015 when I found some photos of Rodan and Field skincare. I was really unhappy with my skin and I was looking for something. I am a professional makeup artist by trade. I've spent 11 years building a company called Powder Inc. here in Portland, Oregon. And I loved it. I loved everything about it. But as my career progressed, my health wasn't doing so good. Long days, go, leading a team of 8 people, all the weddings. And my children's schedule changed. So in the beginning, when I started my business, it was awesome because I would work every weekend and I was home with them all during the week, which every mom would love to have, right? The benefits of working on the weekend and earning money and all at home all weekend, all week long with your children. But the last couple of years that changed. My daughters are now 12 and 9. So the last couple of years they've been in school full time, which means the weekends are my precious time with my children. And I had really been looking for a way out. I had been praying and thinking, I want to be able to keep that entrepreneurial side. I love it so much. I love having a team. I love having goals and being motivated and striving for things. And I love making women feel beautiful in their own skin and just, so pretty and all that. But I don't want to work weekends anymore. Like I'm done. And my whole business was based on weddings, which when do people get married? On the weekends. So here comes in, I have that going on and I'm unhappy with my skin and I start seeing these before and after photos. So I start looking for somebody locally who sells it and I meet this lady right here and I fall in love with her and I decide I'm going to try these products. And she asks me if I want to do the business and I'm like, hell no. Like, no. I'm not going to do that to my clients. Like I'm not going to sell them anything. I'm just going to do this. Well, 7 weeks later, so you guys can find my before and afters in the photo album on the Grit and Glamour page. I couldn't even believe it. Like in 12 years in the beauty industry, I had never seen anything that worked so well. I literally got a new face. I was so excited. My husband was noticing, my best friend was noticing. And in that moment, I knew I had to tell everybody that I knew about it. And so I launched my business on September 22nd of 2015, and my business grew very, very fast. I was like running like a bat out of hell. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have any of this type of structure or this type of training. I was just asking Beth and Emily and Michelle and all these other women above me a ton of questions and just trying to figure it out. And so I hit level 5 in 5 months, and then it just kind of grew from there. We're both now in Lexus quals. You'll learn about that later, but you can earn a free car from the company. So in just a little over 2 years and in 18 months, we are about to earn free Lexuses from the company. It has been the best decision I ever made. I have built this entire business from my iPhone in my pajamas at home, you guys. You can do this business. Anybody can do this. You just have to talk to people. So it's been totally life-changing. We love these women so, so much, all of you, that includes you. And we're just really excited to take everything we've learned in the last 2 years and now pour it into you and hopefully get you guys off to a much faster start than we did. So that's my story.
Yeah. So we wanted to talk about, I want to just put this out there that first of all, you're going to be tagged daily in a video from your sponsor. So
for 10 days.
For 10 days. So this is really your training, essentially, if you will, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to feel a little overwhelming, but that's okay. When you start anything new, it's going to feel overwhelming. So just take that with a grain of salt, just take a deep breath and understand that what these videos are intended to do is really get you going and get you running right off the bat and make this business everything it has the potential to be. So, but know that it is going to feel overwhelming. Know that you're probably going to have that, buyer's remorse a little bit too when you first buy your kit, but that's okay. That's totally normal. That's usually just the fear that we all have jumping in and trying to wipe us out from
one of our leaders, Michelle Hott. She's amazing. And she's been doing this for like 6 years now. She's super successful. Her husband totally made her do it. And she said she cried for a week. Like, I don't want to do this. She bought her kit and was like, I don't want to do it. I want to do it. And she says all the time, could you imagine if I sent it back? Like, it has changed their life and she is so successful. So just lean into that feeling and it's going to be okay. You didn't make the wrong choice.
Know that every single one of us who have done this, who have become successful with it, all had the same exact feeling at first.
And you have 60 days, right?
Yes,
that was the whole reason I bought the biggest $9.95 kit and I was like, whatever, I got 60 days. I was like, I'm probably not even going to like it anyways and I'll just ship it back. So,
right. So
don't
just
worry.
Know that that's totally a normal reaction and that it'll pass.
Yes.
It'll be okay. So just take a deep breath and know that basically we're here. Your sponsor is here to get you through those days. Okay. So, and the other thing too, is we just really want to set expectations. So one thing about this business is there's a lot of, you can't get necessarily tied to results. We really coach you on about how the importance of just focusing on activity. So if you're consistent with activity, but realize that a lot of the first, the first part of this as you're building this business, that it's going to take time, that it is going to take, that it is going to be invisible at first. And that's okay. This is not a get rich quick scheme. And so we want to just preface that right now for you so that you don't expect to, have 85 people waiting in the wings for you the second that you decide.
And if you are that person, congratulations. Take
awesome.
it and run with it.
But that's the thing. There can be people who do have that already. They have that network and they've amassed that. And that's great. But for a lot of us, it's not that way. And that's okay. Slow and steady, wins the race and it's all right. So understand that, we really want to just make sure that you have the expectation that the people who are successful at this is a marathon and not a sprint. And so ultimately you have to be prepared. It's a 3 to 5 year plan. And so the time is going to pass anyway, though. And that was my approach to it. And I can do anything for a short amount of time that's going to get me to my long-term end goal. And I have in 2.5 years. So I guarantee you, if you just keep focusing on that activity, not being tied to the results necessarily, that it will come. I think that's it with expectations.
Okay. And then I just want to reiterate to you guys what a great decision that you made. I just want to remind you of some of the things that I get super excited about when I talk to people about this opportunity and these products. And I talk to people every single day, you guys. That's the key. Touch your business every single day.
Absolutely.
Don't ever go more than 3 days without touching something in your business, because if you do, you start to lose the momentum. So be talking to people every single day. Some of the things that I get super excited about, you guys, is that the trajectory of this business is ginormous. It's huge, right? When I joined, it was that whole hindsight is 2020. First of all, I had this huge testimony of the products that it worked. My skin changed before my eyes. And then I thought about how the doctors, what they had done with Proactive, right? That they took it to 200 countries around the world. It's a household name. You'll never meet anybody. I've yet to meet a human being who hasn't heard of Proactive. Exactly. That is going to be us, but bigger. Way bigger. So you have joined the right team. And if you come to one of our virtual events, which you will, and we'll talk about those later, you're going to hear some of the amazing statistics. And it's just, as you go through this journey, you guys are going to get more and more excited. And you're going to, that's why we say, don't get freaked out. Just give it some time. You've got a full 60 days to try this out. And as you get into this, you are going to realize 100% that you really made the right choice. I thought that I got it when I joined, but I didn't fully grasp it until I really started to see it changing my life. So we're just so excited for you. the first thing that we want you to do is, because your sponsor is going to be tagging you in that welcome post, we want you to go and change your Facebook privacy settings, because when they tag you, we want it to, we want you to accept the tag so it shows up on your wall, and we want it to be public, because if any of your friends comment on it, or if we comment on it, it's going to open up to a lot of other people. I have had people find me in this business that were a friend of a friend of a friend. And one friend commented and the other friend saw it, so they commented, and then that friend saw it and said, oh, what's this they're talking about?
Right.
So you want to make sure that any of your Rodan and Fields posts are public. So we're going to post in the comments below instructions on how to change those Facebook settings. So your homework from this first day in business is to change your Facebook settings to public. And we want you to add us as friends on Facebook. I've had this like weird limitation. So if you can't add me, send me a Facebook message and say, hey, I just joined your team with so-and-so, whoever you signed up with. And I'm just trying to connect with you, and I will accept it. I'll add you as a friend. It'll be great. Add Beth as a friend.
Yep.
And then start making friends on the page and add some more, because you're going to get some really good ideas by watching other people and what they post and how they do this business. And the best part about this business, you guys, is the team camaraderie. And so you want to start getting to know people.
Yeah.
Check in on the page every day, be active, and you will really flourish.
Yep. And again, just to reiterate on the support, if you have people who you're friends with on Facebook, so when you do get comfortable and ready to post, you have the support system that's basically going to be able to jump in and help you and give you that support that you're going to need. So it's a win-win for everybody. So make friends. That's what we're here for.
Yeah. So I think with that, that's day one, you guys. So do your homework, and we can't wait to see you tomorrow on day 2. But welcome to the team. I know I speak for both Beth and myself that our hearts explode with joy because you're here and because you've joined us. And we are just so, so excited. And we want you to know that we personally are always here. If you have questions, if you need something and you're not getting it from somebody else, you can always come to us.
Yep.
So
get ready for those wings to spread and soar.
Yeah. Welcome to the team, guys.
We're excited.
Bye.